Hi, Assalamualaikum. This is a presentation for Group Project Manufacturing Control Technology, and we are from Group 5. Our group consists of 4 group members, which is ADZRA IBRAHIM bin ABDUL and myself, Muhammad Shafiq bin Muhammad Sham, KAMARUL NURHAN bin KAMARUL HISAM, and MOHAMAD ANWAR RASHIDI bin NORARZEMI. We are going to present our group project with the title of Clamping and Punching Operation. For the introduction, this project report will cover the studies of robotics and automation system, including motion diagram, electrical wiring, ladder diagram, and also safety procedures. The objective that will be achieved is designing an automation system, including sequence diagram, electrical diagram, ladder diagram, and also pneumatic diagram. And after that, we are going to make an analysis safety for the system. For the operation sequence, the first one is pressing the start button IN0 and it will trigger a check for initial position for all pneumatic cylinders, and if it was confirmed, control M00 will activate it. With control M00 is active, cylinder A and B will engage, but before activation M01, all cylinders should remain in its initial positions, which is retracted. Cylinder A and B 0.02 and 0.03 are activated by the signal from M01 and then securely hold the workpiece. Then it will send a signal to M02 and trigger cylinder C to extend, initiating the punching process 0.01. After that, cylinder C will extend, facilitating the operation within the specific time frame. After the operation completed, cylinder C will retract and it will send a signal to M04. Both cylinder A and B after that release the workpiece and return to their initial position. After the successful completion, it will send a signal to trigger M05 and closing all the output signals. This process put the machine in a ready state for the next cycle.
My name is Muhammad Anwar Rashidi bin NORARZEMI. My metric number is DD2082, and for my group project, I will present about the pneumatic design. Okay, so in this project, we have 3 circuits of pneumatic system, which the component involved is the piston, the 5 two-way DCV, and 2 proximity sensor for each circuit. So each circuit contain a solenoid which is attached to the DCV, 5 two-way DCV, and the DCV is connected to the piston, which the piston is controlled by the DCV, and then at the piston contain 2 proximity sensor at the front and end of the piston component. So it is same for the other 2 pneumatic circuit. So each component play its part with the controlling system. Next, we move to the next slide, which is the motion or sequence diagram. Which is in this diagram we can see the movement order of the controlling system, which is in our system. The movement is made by the piston. So for the initial state, cylinder A, B, and C are retract, which is in its initial position. So the first moving is when the start signal is switched on. The proximity switch 1 is involved in the motion, and then it will initiate the system and start the motion. Next is the proximity switch 2 and 4 will extend the cylinder B and C, and then the next order is proximity switch 6, 5, and 3 will retract the cylinder C, B, and A in its initial position. So to option to stop the sequence will be initiated by another cycle. Okay, next is the electrical diagram for our project. So in this electrical diagram, it involves a push button, proximity sensor, solenoid, and the PLC board itself. So normally open and normally close push button, and all the proximity switch are connected to the 24 volt and wired to the PLC board at the input section accordingly. And then at the output section of the PLC board, it contains solenoid 1, solenoid 1, solenoid 2 and solenoid 3, also connected by the 24 volt in the PLC board accordingly. Next is the ladder diagram of the project, which is the ladder diagram play the most important part in the controlling system. So the start button in the ladder diagram is marked as input 0, which is IN 0, and all cylinders are in their initial position. So the activation control is marked as M00, which means movement at 00. And then the clamping cylinders A, B are marked as 0.02, output of 0.02, and cylinder B is output of 0.03 with mark M01, which is the movement of the 01. And M02 is the activation of cylinder C. When we mark the output as 0.01. So after the operation, cylinder C will retract and signal the M04, which is the movement of the fourth movement. And then after all the movement has been done, the movement of 05, M05 is activated to close all the output signals.
My name is NURHAN bin KAMARUL HISAM. My metric number is DD 2073. So I'm gonna talk about analysis and discussion. First, we have 3 cylinders, 2 cylinders used for clamping the product, and 1 cylinder used to punch the workpiece. Okay, first we press the button start and the clamping activate. Cylinder and cylinder 2, which is clamping cylinder, will secure the workpiece, and then through the PLC, which is programmable logic controller, through to photoelectric sensor. Once the workpiece is secure, and then the punching cylinder, which is cylinder 3, extend. The specific force applied based on the pressure setting, which is set by us, and then the cylinder 3 will punch the workpiece. And then after the workpiece is done, the punching cylinder, which is cylinder 3, will retract and then send the feedback signal to the PLC. Once the PLC receives the feedback signal from the cylinder 3 retract, the clamping cylinder, which is cylinder 1 and cylinder 2, will return to their initial position. This sequence will be repeated to all the workpiece in the operation system. This is the process of the cylinder 1, 2 and 3 sequence.
My name is IBRAHIM bin YATIM. My number is DD20077. So for my part is the safety precaution for. The safety precaution for this is the emergency stop mechanism. First, immediate and efficient system halt during emergency, possible dangers and urgent situation. Second, minimize accident, injuries and equipment damage while ensuring a quick response. First is the placement and the accessibility. This stop system must be positioned around machinery for quick access and activation by anyone in the vicinity. Second, immediate shutdown. It will cut off the power to motors, actuators and critical machinery component. Third is integration with control system. It will send a signal to the control unit to shut down the power to all relevant components. Next part is the conclusion. For this project, the conclusion for this project is: first, the implementation of Automation Studio and CS Programmer marks a significant leap in industrial automation, enhancing the efficiency and accuracy. Second, the integrated approach not only optimizes manufacturing productivity but also ensure improved safety measures, reduce errors and sustain product quality. Third, the machine exceeds industry standards by incorporating modern technology, providing precise control and establishing a competitive advantage for companies in the metalworking sector. And the last one is the installation of the automated system showcase the transformative power of automation in industries, reshaping machining procedures and laying the groundwork for continuous advancement in manufacturing technology. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.